Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
After a long two-week build-up here in the Bay Area, the moment has finally arrived. It is time for football here at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Folks, this is Super Bowl 60, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers, the AFC champions, taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this is a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested.
I agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys are very now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. He can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handle all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team the best chance to win.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he will have the Steelers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 32.
4 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Now a run, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Now Rodgers. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Washington's got it. They'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Got his man. It's Warren. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Open man, that's the tight end fire move. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Review the play. The ruling on the field stands.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. They go play action with Hurts. To Barkley on the check down. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. 2nd quarter coming your way next. 0-0 our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became third and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Complete. Smith has it. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's Rodgers. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
It's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Steelers first down.
Rodgers to throw once more. Complete to Austin here over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Throwing is Rodgers. Under pressure, and down he goes. Jalen Carter breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers over the middle. It's complete. A gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Well, there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Now it's Rodgers. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36.
Steelers first down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And completes it again to Metcalf. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Steelers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Rodgers will throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And That's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Two minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Jalen Carter in on that tackle.
2nd and 9.
They work now on 2nd and 9. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. That's for the veteran. It's Robert Woods. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Rodgers now to throw. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Rodgers going to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half.
At the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, That worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Slant route, and he's got flying roof. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Hurts. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Hurts to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Here's 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts. And it is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Hurts with a quick throw, complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So the completion good for just 3. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
180.
Hurts completing this one quickly. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9.
Second and 9.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 15-yard line. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. 73. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. From 13 yards out. And the Eagles are an extra point away from taking the lead in this Super Bowl. Elliott good with a PAT. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. A short one there to Fryermuth. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, Rodgers. A short throw to Smith. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A good space to operate there as he takes his down inside the 45-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Some concern out there right now as we got an injury stoppage. It's DK Metcalf who's getting some help following that last play. Now Rodgers. Right side complete. That's Woods. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And he slings one that's incomplete.
The strong windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing. Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. And he's got it. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Steelers have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Steelers will line up for the 2.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. kick it away after the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's quickly becoming now or never time in the Super Bowl, trailing by 7 here in the fourth. A pivotal moment in this football game. This one goes out wide for Barkley. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical third down here. They're going to look to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they go instead with Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop it behind the line. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Well, this defense needing a stop here. Gotta have it. 3rd and 9. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
But they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. So the defense has to stay out and get one more. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. But they will throw it here with Rudolph. A short one there to Freiermuth. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak. Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Got the middle. Johnson breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. Warren will try to right side. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. The Pittsburgh Steelers have won the Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the Steel City. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
Commissioner Goodell on the podium ready to hand that Lombardi Trophy to the Pittsburgh Steelers. They are your Super Bowl 60 champions. So that'll conclude another captivating season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for Charles Davis and all the hardworking men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying good night from Santa Clara.